Hi, this is Tim with Shop Tour Reviews. Stick around in a few moments. We're going to be talking about the new Graco Ultra airless handheld sprayer. This is the new Graco Ultra handheld airless sprayer. And this version actually is powered by the DeWalt platform. So it comes with actually two slim pack 20-volt DeWalt batteries, as well as with the fast charger as well. Also comes with their new RacX removable tips, so a little different than a prior version. Also comes with the Flex Cup design. Now this is Tom Rutherford with Quality Choice Painting. He's been around painting how many years now, Tom?
Oh, about 17.
So about 17 years. And not only are you not new to painting, but you're not new to this type of gun, correct?
This is I think you had it right, the third generation of this machine here, and there have been definite improvements each time they put out a new generation.
So before using this, if you were to look this over, what are some of the things that would kind of stick out to you that are different on this than what you've seen prior to?
Well, this is an all-around better design, I believe. I think the ergonomics are a little better than what's been presented in the past. I think the weight may be a little better. The removable tip stands out for sure. You don't have to replace the whole tip housing anymore. You can just pull the tip out just like a conventional sprayer and go with it. The pressure that you need is dialed in here in the back, whereas the previous generations had a switch inside the knob here to do that. It seems like it's a little better design the way it is now.
And so as far as weight, we haven't weighed this, but you're saying at least if there's not a weight difference, at least the center of balance may be a little better on this gun, it seems like?
I think so. Okay. I think so. Yeah. And it does seem to be, I know it's not full right now, but it does seem to have a little less weight to it to begin with. Definitely better balanced.
Okay. And obviously the DeWalt batteries were they a proprietary type battery?
I believe so. They were just labeled as Graco.
Okay, so now somebody on a DeWalt platform or something like that, now if they've got other battery packs, they can use it, chargers and that sort of thing, and you can buy these at any box store, any online store, something like that as well, versus just somewhere that's selling Graco products.
Right, you don't have to find a paint store to buy your products now or go online.
Right.
Much better availability on the battery.
Right. What about the Flex Cups? Is that new to this?
That's new for what I've seen of this particular machine, yeah, and I do like that a lot better. It seems to be a lot more versatile for, of course, holding the gun upside down if you need to get some underneath areas and that type of thing. It seems to hold real well with a prime too. Doesn't seem to lose prime.
Okay, so we're about to use this to shoot a door, or you're about to use this to shoot a door. You made a comment about the tip, about it comes with the 514 tip.
Right.
And you're concerned that that may be, and correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of volume for something like this.
Right.
So it may not shoot that door the way you would want it shot.
Right, and it's just a little bigger tip. A 5 series tip is going to be more than I'd typically use. Big fan like that for a door with some detail work. And the 14 is putting out a lot of paint. So, but that's how they ship it, so they must know what they're doing.
But at the same time, you'd be curious to see what type of tips are available for it.
I'd love to see what the range of tips are. Fine finish, it's probably what you're going to use in this machine mostly. I can't see doing any. You're not going to do production jobs with a machine of that capacity. But fine finish work is where you're going to use it, and so it'd be nice to see what all's available.
So we're going to go ahead and let Tom shoot this door with the gun set up with the 514 tip, and we're going to be shooting black as well, so we should really be able to tell any imperfections or anything like that whether it's in the finish or in the door itself. We know the door is not perfect, but anyway, we should get a good idea of how this is going to lay out some paint. So we'll be back to you in just a moment. So Tom's just finished shooting this door and using the new Graco Ultra handheld sprayer for the first time since using an older version before. So Tom, it's your first use of it. You got to shoot a couple of coats on it. Give us your feedback.
Well, I think this is definitely an advancement. This is, of the 3 different generations that I've used, this is hands down the best. I definitely like this machine.
Okay, so you were concerned about the tip. And so now you've shot the door with that 514 tip.
Right, and the tip actually did a beautiful job. It put out paint, and the dial system to dial in the pressure here made all the difference. And it's on the fly, it's easy to do, and it just put it on beautifully.
Okay. Would you still like to see other tips and see what it do, obviously?
Definitely like to see some other tips. Like to see, you know, it said, I think, down to an 8, and that'd be great. That'd really open up what this machine can be used for, I think.
Okay, so you mentioned the power system or being able to dial in that power with that tip. So is that improvement as there as well?
I think it is. I think it's a lot less cumbersome than the previous versions, which had a pressure dial right here built into the switch, and this just kind of makes it a little more on the fly ability, gives you a little more on the fly ability.
Right. And you also mentioned that prior to in the older version with the old proprietary battery, you weren't sure if it was a battery or a motor issue, but you would feel kind of a drop down effect when you would make a long pass spraying. You felt like you'd hear that motor kind of drop off, and you didn't notice it on this one. Is that correct?
Right. This one stayed true to the RPMs. The motor was just plugging away at that same purr the whole time. Never a difference and never fluctuation.
You didn't get a pressure drop. You didn't get a fan change. You didn't get tails on it or anything like that.
Correct. Correct. It did a really good job.
Okay. So if there's anything you could change on this, add to it, what would it be?
The one thing that limits these machines, I think, is the capacity. I think if you had available a backpack or some other method to carry paint, you know, a 1 or 2 gallon backpack that would hook right in underneath there, I think this machine would get a lot more widespread use than what this, you know, 1 quart cup will allow.
So you basically open it up to larger jobs.
I think so. I think you could do a lot more stuff with this, especially, you know, if you had, you know, someone who was going to already have the bigger batteries.
So a 4 or 5 amp hour battery, something like that, where you could run in this thing for a while.
Right. I think that would do wonders.
So clean up, the flex cup, the new purging system, all that kind of met your approval. Wasn't a big deal?
I think it's another improvement over previous generations. The flex cup just keeps a prime really well. It really, you can't lose paint because it's always right there at the top.
Right.
And cleanup it's about what you expect. It's, you know, it's not hard to do. It just takes rinses and you're done.
Great. So basically a backpack system to supply more paint, to open it up to bigger jobs. But as far as the power was there, the quality of the spray was there, quantity was good, even with this tip, but you'd like to see some other tips. And then the DeWalt platform obviously just really opens it up for the consumer to really get their products anywhere. So make sure you check out the Graco Ultra handheld airless sprayer, and make sure you're looking at the right version with the DeWalt platform batteries. And this kit comes with the charger, comes with the 2 slim pack 20 volt DeWalt batteries, as well as the 4 cup liners and a bag that comes with it and some cleaning solution. So make sure you check that out. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep track of us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and have a great day.